All right, guys, I'm actually pretty excited for this one. Today we're going to be looking at Captain America by Nick Spencer, Volume 1. Now, I don't know, have you heard about this one, JP? Do you know what happens in this one?
No.
So, this one was actually really controversial, and if you know it already, I'm going to let you know, and you're getting up close, yeah. But this is where spoilers, this is where Captain America goes, hey, Hail Hydra. And bam, he basically reveals that he's been a spy for a Hydra for like ever, and this was a big one. I remember, I haven't actually read it, but I remember it even came out in the news. Like they're like, oh my God, Captain America is now a Nazi, and this is the story. So we're going to be looking at it. Let me show you the standard first. Here's the front, spine, and the back. Very cool. And of course, as you can see, he has like a newer costume, and this is the Alex Ross cover. Definitely the better cover. Me personally, Alex Ross is one of my personal heroes for really just artists of all time, and his realistic portrayal of characters is amazing. Easily my favorite. You can see, very cool. But yeah, so it got media coverage with national news because Captain America, which is probably the most decorated fictional like captain of all time, saying Hail Hydra, and revealing that he's been part of this secret plot for years, and that was a huge risk, especially for Marvel to take. A lot of backlash, I've heard about it as well. But let's take a look. And as you can see, it's definitely much a newer Captain America. This was after like Steve Rogers became old, and he was like head of Shield for a while, and so Sam Wilson, which is of course the Falcon, he took over as Captain America, and kind of dealing with that, and then I don't remember when or how, but he becomes young again. Steve Rogers becomes young, and that's when all that happens with Hydra. But definitely going into the history of it. This one collects Captain America, Sam Wilson, number 1 through 17. Captain America, Steve Rogers, number 1 through 11. Avengers Standoff, Welcome to Pleasant Hill. Avengers Standoff, Assault on Pleasant Hill Alpha. Avengers Standoff, Assault on Pleasant Hill Omega. Civil War II, The Oath, and material from Free Comic Book Day 2016, Captain America. So this is right between the Civil War event, or Civil War II, that happened, and we see that there's several different Captain Americas as well. Like you can see the old Steve Rogers there, and then this other Captain America. See, there he goes. He turns young. He turns young again, and there's 3 of them at the time. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting and connected story. But like I said, I remember it just because of that whole Hail Hydra aspect, and that actually happens early on in this story. Let me see if I can find it exactly. Yeah, I'm actually pretty close. I'm gonna, if you haven't seen it, just be aware. I'm gonna spoil it for you. It's like right. Yeah, it's right. Yeah, like right.
It's right.
It's right. Now here we go. There we go. Right. Here, bam. There you go. And then basically he kills another superhero. He kind of just throws him off a ship. I remember that too. And he does that. And then so the rest of that kind of portrays what happens after that, and how you can actually see that he has been infiltrating the government for a long time with other agents. And this kind of leads directly into Secret Empire, which is one of the other events that happened in Marvel comics. And it's more of a centered, usually there's like galactic ones and cosmic ones. This one's definitely more Earth based. So let me show you that. But yeah, it happened early on, and then the rest of the story just kind of connects all of that with S.H.I.E.L.D., and it shows like the history of how he'd been doing it, how he infiltrated the government and all that. So very, very cool, very, earth-shattering for Captain America's history, and definitely led to some of the big changes. As you can see, look right there. Basically, Secret Empire, the Nazis are basically taking over Washington, and that's where it ends. So definitely going to have a volume 2 for this one, which I'm excited for. I'm actually going to read the story just for that Hail Hydra part because it's very interesting. And I believe not like directly from it, but obviously if you saw the show Winter Soldier, or The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, They take a lot of that whenever Sam Wilson takes over from here. So it actually looks almost exactly like the costume they use for the show. You see it? Very cool. So if you saw the show, if you saw the hopefully we'll get a season 2. Oh no, he's getting his own movie. We'll see what happens after that. And they're like in that one there is another Captain America who kind of goes bad. So they very much took a lot of that, some of that aspects from here into the show, which is really cool. And then here are some of the covers. These little cartoon ones are pretty funny. Yeah, I prefer the round shield versus the triangle one. That one doesn't look like it can bounce as much as the other ones.
It's gonna spear somebody.
Yeah, that definitely looks more deadly. All right, and then here is all of the ones that are connected to it, so very cool. And then some character studies right there. All right, so that is the Captain America by Nick Spencer. It is a little bit smaller than some of the other omnibus we've have. Let me show you compared to like some of the just the Brubaker Captain America novels. I feel like they're a little bit thicker. So, maybe they broke it up into 2 volumes, but I think they could have done a big one for Captain America. That's just me. But get yours and Hail Hydra, and I'll see you guys in the next one.